Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Smith going to go to the air first play. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And as talented as he is, you know he's going to see a lot of footballs coming his way in this one. They want to get him involved. And here, they were hoping for something right out of the gate, but that one falls incomplete.
Throwing now is Geno. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this is caught. He hits more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a 1st down. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Williams. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Being chased out left. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll go. Here's Williams. Out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. On the return, Symbol Webster from his end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Williams. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him. Johnson will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. So the previous pass interference call put the ball at the 1-yard line, and then they stick it in on the very next play.
And I love the play call right there. After you get the pass interference call, you've got a defense that's discombobulated a little bit, right? They're protesting the call, upset about what happened.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Straight ahead, Walker. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. Smith and Jigba with a grab. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now Geno. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. T.J. Edwards. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. This is the tight end fan. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Myers' kick is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Williams to the air on second down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. Here is third and quite a ways. Looking to throw is Williams. Steps away. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
On fourth down, here's Williams. And Allen's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right?
What? Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 44. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Throwing is Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now Gino on 1st down. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Smith now to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback. And so he gets completion here. congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
3rd and 8. Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Penix working out of the gun here. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's Penix on 1st and 10. And complete to Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 56 yards. And the Falcons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. To throw, Williams. Rolling to his right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That's the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and throw with Williams. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. To the air, Williams. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to... So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Pennick's going to look to throw on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And looking to throw, Penix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now the face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Robinson up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And his throw is incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll run with Robinson, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Penix to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Williams. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Dancing to his left. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They're going to try and throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down.
Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Penix. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's 2nd and 7. To the air, Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
To the air on 3rd down is Williams. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Throwing on 1st down is Penix. Kadero Hodge has it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Yeah, that's a good start to drive number 2. Remember, they had to punt the first time they had it. So maybe a little bit different sense of purpose here, and they start out with a nice gain and a quick 1st down.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Penix. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll throw with Penix. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
53, check 53.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Ross Dwelly there to make the grab. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after here coming up. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Williams. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They give to Johnson going right. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 43-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On 2nd down, here's Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. A gain there of 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw is Williams. Flush to his right. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. On play action, here's Williams. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
They'll try to run with Swift. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Penix. And caught by London. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Oh, a nifty juke there. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, 25 yards to the house, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Coup now for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Buying time to his left. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 73 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So here are the Bears now as they'll go for 2. Williams going to throw for it. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bears take over. Williams now looking to throw on 1st and 10. Flush to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw, it's Williams. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
He's going to try and go deep again. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 2nd down, it's Penix. He's got his man, London, right side. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And he's got the hook up here. That's Mooney. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Oh, look at the juke. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and it will push the lead up to 5. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves. Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Throwing on 2nd down is Williams. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. Allen's first catch. Good for a 1st down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines. On the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Williams. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
The lessons will continue for this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Williams. Oh, and his early struggle.